Ready for another MPG highway test drive? This week's victim is a 2016 Dodge Charger RT Scat Pack. That's right, we're gonna hypermile a HEMI. Nah, not really. I'm not a hypermiler. I'm just gonna put this beautiful plum crazy beast onto the highway, get her up to cruising speed, about 68 miles per hour, pop it into cruise control, and see what we get. Now here in Jersey, the state speed limit is 65. All you lucky people that live out west and can cruise at 80 miles an hour, you don't know how good you have it. Here in Jersey, it's 65 and the cops are tough. So I set my cruise control for a few miles over the limit. Go with that. Now, if I'm really feeling ambitious, I might do a second loop where I turn cruise control off and we see what I can get by maximizing the capability in the automatic transmission. And this is, let's see, an 8-speed automatic. Yeah, that's it. A TorqueFlite 8-speed automatic. It's built by ZF or ZF or however you want to call it, depending on whether you live below the Canadian-American border. And base price of this baby, $39,995. I'm going to do a full review of it in the Auto by Tel channel, so you can check that out. This is just a highway test drive. Bottom line on this, total price $42,680 with delivery, which isn't too bad considering that this thing has, I don't know, a whole lot of horsepower. Sticker says 15 city, 25 highway. Let's see what we can get out of the cylinder deactivation feature in this big, bad HEMI V8. Hitting this at about 40. Feeling pretty good. 30.4 at the halfway mark. Hey, it's kind of noisy. Let me roll up the windows. It's a little trick that I learned from Wayne over at Clean MPG. You crack your driver window and your rear passenger window, right side. Get some cross current going on. That way you don't have to turn the AC on. And another trick I picked up from Wayne, drive barefoot. Wayne is the champ. He sets all the records. Me, I'm just like some guy from Jersey who drives with a light foot. So I'm not a hypermiler. I'm not really hypermiling this HEMI. I'm just driving with a light foot. And basically, on this first run, I've been letting the machine do the work. I've been letting the automatic transmission handle everything. I've had the windows cracked and I've had the AC off. It's 85 degrees, so it's getting kind of hot. And I'm about to get off the highway here. I'm going to turn off cruise control. You can hear the engine wind down just a little bit. We're going to hit the ramp. And the numbers on this first run were quite good. 30 miles per gallon. Usually I see a big drop from the halfway point because I'm climbing up the hill. Not this time. What do you say we take a second loop with the windows up and the AC on? Hitting this at around 40. And it feels pretty good. Let's burble on up the hill. Second time through the corkscrew. At about 40. Coasting in, 4-cylinder mode. Roll on a little throttle. Now we're back in the 8. Pretty close. 30.4 at the halfway point, but I gotta stop. Last time I cruised on through. A little clunky on the downshifts when you're coming to a stop. And back on a second time. Before we start our little climb back onto the highway. Coming up to the end of the second loop, and these numbers are looking really good as well. Boy, oh boy. I thought we'd see a drop turning the air conditioning on. We did, but really not that much. Right now I'm averaging 29.5, which is, what, about half a mile off where we were with the AC off? So this car is one of the rare cars that sees a very negligible hit from turning the AC on. And I'll tell you, I got the AC cranked. It is set on low. It is nice and cold in here. 86 degrees now. It's humid outside. What do you say we take another lap, or maybe a partial lap, to see how this behaves without cruise control? Okay, third trip into the corkscrew. Just over 40 miles per hour. Coasting through in 4-cylinder mode. And at this moment, I'm seeing 33.1 average for an MPGs. They're pretty wild. And it drops as we climb. It's Saturday, Chick-fil-A is open, and I'm giving in to the temptation. Let's call this one 31.7.